All right, so 7.10 is over solving rational equations. So we're actually going to see some equal signs. There are two different methods. Method one is proportions when we have one fraction equal to another. You've done lots of things like this before. Method two is when we have like two fractions being added and that's set equal to something else. And just because of shortened time, we're going to skip these types of questions. These are the little bit more difficult questions, and we're only going to do these. So today's is really going to be a lot of review for you. So if you have two fractions that are set equal to each other, how do you solve those? What do?
You have to make the denominators equal.
Nope. Nope. Cross multiply. Remember that? So cross multiply, we multiply these two. So 7 times x equals 4 times x minus 6. And this would be 7x equals 4x minus 24. And then if I subtract 4x, I get 3x equals negative 24. And so x equals what? Negative 8. But we have to check our solutions. So we have to do 7 over negative 8 minus 6. And we want to see if that's equal to 4 over negative 8. And they are equal. They're both equal to negative 1/2. Which means that this is a solution. If either one of those had given me a 0 in the denominator, or if these weren't actually equal to each other, it would be no solution. Number 2, we've got 3 times 2x plus 1 equals 7 times x minus 8. So this would be 6x plus 3 equals 7x minus 56. If I subtract 6x from both sides, I get 3 equals x minus 56. And then if I add 56, I get 59 equals x. And then you need to check your answers. And I want you to put that, I want you to show that you've checked on here. So I'm going to type in both of those to see if they're equal to each other. I'm going to get 1 over 17 for both of those. So they match, didn't get any errors. So this is my solution. Number 3, I've got x times x equals 4 times x minus 1. What is x times x? X squared equals 4x minus 4. Then we have to get everything to the side of x squared, because when we have an x squared, the only way we can solve that is like by factoring. So this would be x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals 0. You want to move everything to the side with the x squared so that you don't have a negative x squared. How does this factor?
X equals -2 and x equals -2.
Not x equals, it's going to be x minus 2 in parentheses. This factors into x minus 2, x minus 2. And then we set those individually equal to 0. But since they're the same thing, you don't have to do it twice. We get x equals 2. I need to check that. 2 over 2 minus 1 is 2. And 4 over 2 is 2. So they match. And then last one, we've got x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 8 times 3. You're going to have to multiply this out. I can't write x plus 3 equals 24. Though it doesn't work like that. That only works if it's set equal to 0. So we have to multiply this out. So we get x squared. We're going to FOIL first. Outside will be negative 2x. Inside will be plus 3x. And then negative 6 equals 24. If I subtract this 24 over, I'm going to have x squared. This would just be, these are like terms. So this would just be plus 1x. And then negative 6, if I subtract the 24, it's going to be negative 30. Equals 0. How does this one factor? Nope. X minus 5 and x plus 6. So if I set this first one equal to 0, I get x equals 5. And this one I'm going to get x equals negative 6. We have to check both of them. So you got to check 5 in both fractions to make sure they're equal and negative 6. So when I plug in a 5 for x, I get 8/3 on both of them. And when you plug in negative 6 for both of them, you get negative 1 on each side. So those do match. And most of the time these will, but it could come up that it doesn't work out. So that's why you have to make sure that you check. Any questions?